Yes guys, welcome from me, Championship Manager 0102. Preview save, it's part 2 of Garry Johnston's save, the Dusseldorf save. Now I said this before, that I really like the Dusseldorf save. I like the team Dusseldorf. I think it's a good save because they're a low division with a huge stadium. Now that's not always a good thing. If you may recall from part 1, he had a lot of financial issues. I am aware of how he concluded Season 2, but I haven't fired up the save. So, without further ado, let's go and find out where we're at then. Here we go. Okay, yeah, we know that. So, yeah, end of Season 2. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, we've gone past the data update. So he's obviously gone to the top flight then. He's in top flight. Let's just see how he finished up then. Yep, look at that. Didn't quite smash it like he did the third tier, the regional division, but he's won the title. More importantly though, let's have a look at some of the signings from last season. I remember seeing that he was getting Rusev. Didn't actually use him as much as I thought he would. Still don't know if that's the same Rusev that I'm thinking. Oh, I remember this guy. So, see, it's probably worth it. I've had this guy before, and he's a fucking... I mean, look how well he's done for him. I think before we carry on, let's just... Oh, Teddy Lukic. Great player, Teddy Lukic. Does a really good job. I'm trying to think if there's anybody... Oh, what a player. He looks good. I wonder how well he did. In 7.19, I think it isn't too bad. This is the only shit thing about doing the preview after the update. I have to go to their history to see how well they've done. Not bad. Javi Cruz. Ruby Gomez. Certainly had a few strikers there. He did well. He did really well. Look at that. 18 assists. 8-0. What a fucking season from him. Let's have a look at who he sold. And I vaguely remember him saying, yeah, Joe, you may recall then, we'll have a look at his money in a minute, but Nikiforenko, I remember him seeing that he had a 1.2 release clause, and I did see a comment on my WhatsApp group that Dortmund came in. Look how well he did for Dortmund last season as well. And he's tracking him, of course, because he may come unhappy at lack of games, but he's had a few games. So he lost Nikiforenko. I think he did have a release clause, this Belarusian, didn't he? I remember 3 million. At Dortmund as well. I see, Dortmund got him as well. Okay, but he's probably tracking him because, yeah, look, he could probably pick him up. He sold Steve Hashem. Okay, 500 grand. Did he have a release clause? Because I don't think he'd have sold him otherwise. So let's just have a say. He brought a player from Bayern Munich. God, he did well. Look at that. Who the fuck is this guy? Sebastian Bonig. Doesn't look... I mean, I say he doesn't look great. He's probably not top shelf, but he would do a job in the second tier. And look at that. Okay, let's more importantly have a look at his money secure. Well, that's a good sign. What, 15? 18 million? 15 million. Let's have a look if he's got any pending transfers for the season ahead. He's got 2 coming in. A player from Juventus and a player from IAK. Swedish. Looks decent. Looks a solid player. He hasn't got Greece. He hasn't got Sweden open though, has he? So, I mean, I don't know what your views are on this. Garry, I'm intrigued to know your views on this. You look at that player there, right, that you're getting. 22 goals, 9 assists. Is that, in your opinion, is that a true reflection on that player? Because I'm not claiming to know the correct answer here. The way I read that is, because it's not in a playable league, I mean, you tend to see it particularly with players in English league that are on loan or that have played at non-league, lower league, which is not playable if you haven't got it playable, and it's like a ridiculous rating. I can't take that as gospel, personally. That being said, fuck that shit. It looks a solid player. Injury prone 13 is a bit of a worry. And the Juventus player, okay, I can see what... injury prone 20? Really, Garry? How much? Unless, of course, the only thing I'd imagine here, he's looking to buy this guy, Juan Eduardo Esneda, and hopefully and possibly flog him straight away, make a bit of money out of it, because he's a good player. But I mean, let's just take a look now. 2 seasons. Well, I don't know. Let me know, Gary, what your perspective is. Because those injury prones would worry me. Still playing with the hell yeah, or what I call the boom tactic. Because I use that as a boom tactic as well, funnily enough. Okay, let's have a look at how we did in the Cup last season. The German Cup, 3rd round. So I didn't probably look at that in the first save. So 3rd round, I think there's a long way to go. I do think he's got a tough season ahead of him. I don't even know how you pronounce this guy. Is it Anchouette? I think Anchouette is a fucking great player. And I think he's going to be a key player for him next season. Let's just take a look at something here. Right, so the Syrian player. I mean, how well did he? I mean, he had a good season. He's got a $2.5 million release clause. That's a worry. That's a worry. If it was a silly money release clause, then fair enough. 1.5 for that Romanian defender who didn't do too bad. Again, that's a worry. Gonzalo Sarando, Uruguayan, 7.52. He's got a 2.5. I mean, he could pull in 6 million, but I'd be looking at maybe tying those players down. As it stands, I'm assuming these players are on auto value. I'm pretty sure they will be. Yeah, we looked at his top 2 players in value. The Polish striker, we've looked at him, haven't we? And how well he did. Well, this is interesting, isn't it? Gary, tell me the deal with this guy here, Jens Abrib. Did he either? This is the case with this player. The way I read that on his history, either he has come through your academy, and if that is the case, then fucking great job, absolute great job to give him game time, and you can tell he's developing. Or because I learnt this, I saw a player and it said 0203, but I knew this particular player was definitely starting in the game, and I think it was Samba actually, Cherno Samba. And the reason it does that is in 0102, if a player doesn't have any non-competitive games as well as no senior games, if he literally has nothing, then on the history it doesn't go in, it just starts from 0203. So this guy here, either that's the case with this guy and Gary didn't use him at all in season 1, he left him as resis and he didn't play any games in non-competitive games, or he has genuinely been promoted. So Gary, if you can answer that question for us. I'll tell you what, Gary, right, I'm intrigued to see how this flares up, because I think you've got a tough season ahead. I've no doubt you're going to dip into the transfer market. I think you're going to have to. In terms of the top flight, let's have a look now then. So, current kings, Dortmund, have been the kings for the last 2 years. And, Dortmund, they're going to have high value, aren't they? I think he's got a big season. I would imagine his expectations are going to be to avoid relegation. I think, remind me, Gary. Sorry, I fire lots of questions at you. What's your objective for Dusseldorf? What was it on your previous, when you did this before? I can't remember. Let me know. Share it with us all. But Gary, keep the parts coming, because this is fucking brilliant. I love it. I love seeing it. And that's it from me, guys, with Gary Save. We'll await the next instalment. And if you want your save analysing or any video particular on CM0102, let me know. We'll see what we can do. Till next time, take it easy.